We are joined by BRS spokesperson M. Krishank. Sir, NEET has become a hot topic here today in the city. Also, the NSUI and the Congress Party had protested on NEET. What is the BRS party stand on the NEET issue that is going on?
Our student wing has protested at the governor's camp office. We've demanded investigation. In fact, even before others here from the state, our working president Shri KTR also has been voicing out on the blatant uh, catch, and at the same time the misuse of governance by the government of India, by the NDA government, and how they have been deviating this whole topic. See, the clear understanding is that in Bihar, NDA is in power. NDA is in power in government of India too. They were the ones who introduced NEET. Now, the NDA government in Bihar, their police department has caught few people who have clearly confessed that they have leaked the paper, the NEET examination paper. The Bihar government there, the NDA government, has also in media openly shown the evidences, be it the papers or the check transactions of how these people have purchased the NEET examination paper. Now, while the own NDA government has caught these things, there is one NDA government in the center which is defending that there is no paper leak. Now, this contradiction is clearly questionable. At one end, full out of full, 720 marks in one center to bunch of students is raising suspicion. And the government of India, instead of investigating this issue, is trying to defend that there is nothing, sab changa si, everything is fine. That definitely is raising suspicion and fear among the students and their parents who across India, have dedicated their time, their studies to grab an opportunity. And more importantly, from the South Indian states, we take these things very seriously because law and order has failed. We have seen earlier also how mass copying has been done in several Uttar Pradesh or Bihar or Gujarat kind of states.
Allegations on the Telangana government also were there during the BRS regime here on TSPSC. That is what the Congress leaders have been citing, that after the TSPSC leak, there was action taken on the protest was held. So this has become a common issue. What is the demand from the BRS? What do you think is the root cause?
Who put a complaint in the Group 1 examination leak? It was our own government officials. It was our own government which reacted, which made arrests, which did a thorough investigation. And that is why then, later on we even took back the examination and we went for an examination again, re-examination. So here, there is no investigation. There is no re-examination. There is a defense. They are trying to shield the wrong offenders. They say that nothing has happened. Everything is well and fine. So the government of India is actually trying to bury the whole issue that there has been a paper leak which has come out in light by the NDA government in Bihar.
What is the demand here?
Definitely investigation has to be done. A paper leak has happened and students and their parents need to have the bharosa that the government of India, that the BJP government is with them. If they cannot give the bharosa, if you cannot, stand up for the students' careers, then definitely their opportunities are being totally demolished. This whole examination pattern itself is bogus. When malpractices are happening, paper leaks are happening, and the government doesn't react on it, the government doesn't take action on those who are responsible on it, then definitely students and the parents will lose trust on government of India.
EVM is also have become a concern now. YS Jagan Mohan Reddy has cited out concern over EVMs. He's called for a ballot paper in the electoral process. We have seen that BRS also had been raising voice against it since during the BRS regime. So what is your stand as of now? What do you think? Do you think EVM must continue, or is there a concern from the BRS as well regarding the EVM electronic voting machine in the electoral pattern?
See, when we were in power, if we are talking something, or when we are not in power today, and if we are talking something against the EVMs, that wouldn't be right. The only thing is, for those in the government, and particularly the government of India, they have to ensure that the Election Commission of India needs to answer such kind of discrepancies. If someone like Elon Musk has tweeted and it has become an issue, then why not the Mumbai issue is being highlighted? In Mumbai, a legislator's brother, how through a mobile phone can actually hack EVM is a serious question. You do not have to wait for a billionaire somewhere in the United States of America or any part of the country in the world. Someone, he raises a question through his social media platform, but where we see discrepancies by politicians or those kith and kins of politicians from the ruling side, and if they are involving in such kind of technology which actually decides the fate of the country through the electoral battle, so definitely there has to be a clarity. If there are doubts raised on it, it is Election Commission of India's doubts to be answered. I mean, one thing, we are not saying that, change the EVM or remove the EVM or anything. But isn't it the duty of the Election Commission of India that, as the Constitution states, free and fair elections? So if the EVMs can be managed, if the EVMs can be, hacked, then how can it be free and fair elections? That is for the Election Commission of India to answer.
NCERT has mentioned that instead of Babri Masjid, that is stated as a three-dome structure, and there is a question raised by AIMIM as well on this. Asad Owaisi has tweeted. So what does the BRS stand on this?
Well, see, one thing, bacche hai, NCERT has to decide that what this country's students have to learn, and this country's foundation, its principles is on the virtues of unity in diversity. So we are diverse with our religious practices, with our caste, but at the same time we are united. But छोटे बच्चों में अगर आप ऐसे बीज डाल रहे हो that you want to put communal feelings within small children who are actually, learning the basics of their living. Right in the childhood, if you want to put the communal angle into them, then definitely this is not the right thing. So NCERT, which again works under the government of India, should keep the BJP, the Bharatiya Janata Party political ideology aside and not try to viciously poison the students' young child's minds.
So we have heard that you're also carrying a red book along with you. This is a red book that was into news when in the Andhra Pradesh government during Jagan Mohan Reddy's rule, Nara Lokesh was carrying a red book. The TDP was carrying a red book where they was writing the names of the officers from the bureaucrats or the bureaucrats who were involved in attacking the opposition, we can say. So what exactly is it the same concept that is being used by the BRS here?
See, it's not about copying someone or someone from the Andhra Pradesh who's actually a minister now, but the PCC president here and the chief minister here, Mr. Revant Reddy, when we were in power, tried to threaten many officials, many ministers that he would, have a red book. So today we are also making a note of a red book where false cases are being filed at the pressure of the Congress government here. And at the same time, the corrupt practices. I mean, 6 months, you've promised 6 guarantees. But where are the 6 guarantees? You've actually done 6 scams. Illegal sand mining, illicit liquor, bringing, dubious company like the Som Distilleries who are known for fraudulent bank looting, who are known for child labor, who are known for making nakli beer, such kind of company you're bringing here. The rice scam, the fly ash scam, and now in fact the RTC ticket scam also. So all this cannot be forgotten. We are noting it down in the red book, and while we are questioning this, we are asking the Congress government to come clean, give answers about your scams. Instead of that, they are actually filing cases. So सबका चिट्टा लिखा जाएगा, किसी को नहीं छोड़ेंगे. हम We do not believe in political vendetta. But at the same time, we are going to forgive them, but we are not going to forget them. So that we do not forget all their malpractices, all their Congress corruption, because earlier Congress was known for divide and rule. But now all these ministers are so hungry that they are divide and looting Telangana.